Okay, so let's get into it. The story started off in September, ne? I wanted to book myself like a birthday holiday type of vibe. And I just wanted to spoil myself because I feel like being born in January, you never ever 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 celebrate your birthday. I feel like I'm not saying it, yeah. I feel like being born in January, you never ever get to celebrate. Well, I never got to celebrate my birthday. Like, I don't remember there was a time where I actually celebrated my birthday on the day. It's always after, or it's always something like cute. I've never been like really, hey, let me spoil myself for my birthday. So this year I was like, you know what, we had a bit of money, so let's do that. Let me book a trip in September, right? I was looking at different travel agents, and trying to compare. Even I didn't even know where I wanted to go. And then eventually I decided, okay, this is where I want to go. And I started just comparing with like different agents, which is one mistake you shouldn't make. When you are making a traveling decision, right? Especially if it's an international travel, that's a lot of money. Do not compare which one is the cheapest. What I would suggest to you is take agents that are well known and people have traveled with them before. Like, take referrals, not people that you hardly know. And the reason why I was so chilled, I think it's because I work so much online. By the way, I'm remote and I also freelance. I've worked with a lot of clients that I've never met online. And to some level, I feel like I have so much trust online. I don't have issues. I've never been scammed, nothing. And my last trip that I booked in Dubai, I actually found it online as well, like on Instagram. And there were no issues. So, I think I was just a bit naive and too trusting. Um, in that manner that I actually went and I picked a travel agent that I've never used before. I don't even know who has used this travel agent before. So, anyways, I do inquire, hey, how much? Da 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 da. I spoke to Martin Baloyi. He poses as Martin Baloyi, right? They are Connection Travel on Instagram. Here they are. They've blocked me, of course, but yeah, that is their Instagram name. Hello, my beautiful people. This is future me, and I just wanted to let you know that the page, his Instagram page, changed from Connection Travels to eConnects Tours. Now he goes by eConnects Tours. I think there was a mass reporting on the page. Thank you so much, because this happened like maybe a month ago. So there was a mass reporting on the page. So this is why this guy ended up changing his page. So now it's called eConnects Tours. Be careful of eConnects Tours. So for the sake of this video, I'm just going to put up eConnects Tours instead of Connection Travel. I hope that makes sense because he goes by eConnects Tours now. So I mean, can you have a look at the new page? It looks legit. Look at the people there. It does look legit, and anyone can easily just fall for this. Oh my goodness, what a stupid man. And he still hasn't changed his logo at the top over there. So can you see, if you also pay attention to small details like that, you could avoid getting scammed. Because look at his logo. His logo still hasn't changed, but his name has changed at the bottom. So wow. Yeah. Yeah, so this is their Instagram name, and the person that I was speaking to poses as Martin Baloyi. I spoke to him over the phone. I'm like, hi, I'd like to book a trip, whatever, whatever. Please give me an itinerary of what to expect, blah, 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 blah. And there were no red flags, honestly, to God. Like, for me, it looked legit. I looked on the Instagram page, I looked at the comments. Turns out the comments were fake as well. I searched them on Hello Peter, because Hello Peter is a great place to see if anyone has like a scammer. You can report people on Hello Peter. So I never saw anything about them. I googled them. I did take due diligence, trust me. And I felt free, right? I was like, let's do this. And also there was so much happening in December that required financial commitment from me, so I wanted to get my ducks in a row and pay for the trip as soon as possible so I can focus on the things that are happening in December. Right. So he sent me the email of, hey, this is whatever. These are the itineraries, and for me it looked good. I was like, okay, cool. And I regret so much because it was between two agents and I took the cheapest one. Don't do that. It was, one of them was it's a well-known page on Instagram, and this one, the Connection Travel one, I took that one because it was a cheaper version. It wasn't too cheap, but it was like just slightly cheaper. The prices were compatible, so it didn't raise any flags. And that's also another thing, guys. These travel agents, if you want to learn, these travel agents will always be slightly cheaper than your competitor, because they know that we always compare and we go for the cheaper one. So sometimes something cheap will cost you, okay? So anyways, I saw the itinerary and I was convinced. I was like, okay, cool, let me make a deposit. I made a deposit of and yeah, it was 8,000 rands. That was my first deposit that I made. And then they were like, I was like to him, no, he gave me a form after that. He gave me a form to fill of dietary, whatever, anything, my personal information, because he was supposed to book flights for me. So I was like, okay, cool. And then after that, he didn't book the flights. And he's like, no, he needs like the remainder of the money to book the flight. And guys, I didn't suspect anything. I was speaking to this guy on the phone a few times. He's a man. I'd say a black man. I don't even know. I'd say a black man. His voice. Nothing sounded suspicious. That I need to make a second deposit for him to book the flight. And like at the time, a lot was happening in my life. Like, I feel like I was so busy with certain things that maybe had I taken time to like relax, or had I been stricter and be more aware of my steps, I could have been like, nope, this is what you promised. I paid my deposit and I want X, Y, and Z to happen. But I didn't. I proceeded and I paid a deposit, the second deposit. And mind you, the second payment, sorry. And mind you, I'm excited about this trip. I really want this for myself. This is my birthday thing. I'm feeling excited. So I even bought luggage. I started collecting some clothes, some swimwear. I'm like, yes, I'm gonna be looking so nice in Bali, By the way, I don't think I mentioned where I was going. I was going to Bali. That's where I wanted to go, Bali, Indonesia. And I wrote down, the things that I wanted to do. I wanted to do the swing thingy. What's that swing? Whatever, that famous place. These are the places where I want to take the picture. I was too excited. And I think the motions made me like, maybe it made me biased, or it covered my eyes, like the motions. Like, guys, when you're too emotional and you make decisions when you're too happy, never ever do that. Never make a decision when you're too happy. Never make a decision when you're too sad. Because now I was excited, and I made the second payment. Time passes by and I'm like, this guy, he's not giving me the flights. And I'm like, hi, I gave you the flight, whatever. So after making the second payment, he gave me another invoice. Hey guys, he gave me another invoice to say, okay, this has been paid, cancel the trip. And then he's like, he put a VAT of more money. I'm like, what is this VAT for? He's like, no, This is excluding the price, guys. This nigger guy had the nerve, after knowing he's scamming me, he's like, no, I need to pay more for VAT. And I paid it. And she's like, yo, now we can proceed with the flight ticket. I was like, and I think this was like in November. Now we're in November, there's still no flight ticket. So okay, cool. After that, realizing like this guy is quiet, like I'm like emailing, hello, and meanwhile, like a lot is happening around me. I'm not even clocking that this is a scam or anything. I'm like thinking, no, they'll get back to me, they'll get back to me. And like legit, I could slap myself, like for real, because I feel like had I been more, I don't know, anyways, regrets. I can't do anything about it now. So I realized that this guy is ignoring me. Like I'm texting, like emailing. I called him because now it's getting too late to November. I called him, he's not answering, he's not picking up. It was on voicemail a few times. Here are his numbers. It was on voicemail a few times, and still at this point I didn't think anything of it because I still had the hope. And also, like, I think nobody wants to accept being scammed. Like, money is a very touchy subject. I think I was still being positive. Like, I refused to actually, like, and I'm like, hey, my brain is like, hey, what if he's being scammed? Now it's in November. It's on a Sunday, and I'm emailing this guy. I'm calling him frantically. I'm like, what the hell? Then it's Monday. He still hasn't called. He still hasn't done anything. And then Tuesday, I'm calling again. He still has not replied. So I was like, no, man. Let me go on his Instagram. I could see, Futi, the reason why, what made me write on his Instagram, I could see he was looking at my stories. I guess he's following me, but he was looking at what I'm doing, everything that I'm doing. And I'm like, why? Because I also Instagrammed him. He didn't reply. DM'd him. And then he's like, no. And then I could see that he's looking at my stories. I'm like, this guy can look at my stories, but why is he not replying? And then I go on his page. I comment that, guys, please reply. I have made full payments. You guys are just blocking me. You guys have not replied. This is before they blocked me. I'm like, you guys I've made full payments. You guys have not replied. What did they do? They blocked me. Same time, same place, my dear. I was like, no ways. I was so shocked. It was on a Tuesday. I was so shocked. I was like, what? They seriously, I've been duped. I realized I've been duped. I've been scammed. And I remember feeling so shocked, so shaken. The first thing I did, I asked people to report the page on Instagram because I don't understand why the page is still up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure a few people have reported the page. This is why I think, I'm pretty sure a few people have reported the page, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the first person he scammed, because let me tell you, after I made the first payment, actually before I made the payment, he was like to me, please let me know when you're about to make the payment so I don't know why. I was like, oh, okay. It's like, I must let him know the day before. I was like, oh, okay, I'll make it tomorrow. He's like, great. The second time I was making the payment, I know my story seems all over the place, but the second time, he's like, no, due to business needs or whatever, they decided to change their bank account. But in my brain, I don't want to lie to you, if I have to be honest, I did suspect, why are you changing your banking detail? But I was like, hey, I don't know. His reasoning was quite valid to me, because I was like, maybe really they needed to change bank accounts. So fast forward, I realized I've been blocked, and then the first thing I did, I asked everyone to report the page, and the page is still up, guys. By the way, even now in today's time, the page is still up a few weeks later. I think it's been 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks since I got duped. The page is still up. The guy is still sending quotations, and he's just operating. His numbers are still up. It just rings the phone. I've tried it with other people's cell phones. His phone just rings and rings and rings. He's still operating, and he's still yet to dupe a lot of people. You may not relate to what I'm saying, but I got duped. Today it's me, tomorrow it's you, tomorrow it's a person that is very close to you that you know. So it's very important, guys, to report these pages. I still don't understand. I appealed this on Instagram. Why is this guy's page up? He's still operating, you know? I really don't understand that. I feel very violated. You know, someone took my money. I feel very violated. I feel so deceived. And my trust issues, my trust game just literally went up, you know? And on top of that, I don't have a holiday. I don't have a holiday that I was looking forward to. I didn't take time off December work thinking that I'm gonna have such a nice January, it's gonna be chilled, you know, I'm gonna just chill in December and reward myself in Jan. And I don't even get that, you know. It's already been such a tough year mentally for me. I think mentally it's been a tough year. It's been exhausting, especially towards the end of the year, where I felt like I had energy again to pull my weight and, you know, get my life together. And, you know, I started a page where I'm selling clothes now for classic women, and I just felt like things are looking up, you know. And this just happens, and I just feel so sad that I'm no longer having a holiday. I feel so, wow. My heart is just full of regrets. I will have another holiday, yes. It's not the end of the world, because, you know, you can save and go again. But still, I wanted to go now. Like, I wanted to go in January, and I have to postpone my plans. I have to go back to the drawing board. I have to go back and start saving. It's a lot, you know. And people like that just scam people, that have no conscience whatsoever. You think you can just do as you please. Your day is coming. One day you will mess with the wrong person and they will find you and you will be jailed. I hope you are jailed for a very long time, because this person is continuing what he's doing, guys. He's just continuing just like that. And yeah, that is my story of how I got duped with a lot of money. It's a lot of money to go to Bali. I don't even feel comfortable disclosing it. Like, it makes me mad, guys. I don't feel comfortable disclosing it because just the amount just makes me mad. To think about it, how much I've lost. It's a lot. And yeah, I hope this story helps you, and you just realize before making such decision, please don't go for a travel agents you've never heard of. I'm sorry, there's no such thing as let me give small businesses a chance. Let me give when it comes to traveling and your money, I think it's one of those things you have to seriously be careful of, because you are spending your hard-earned money, and on top of that, there's no holiday. There's no holiday. Wow. I still can't believe it happened to me, but it can happen to anyone, literally. And yeah, if you did enjoy the story time, well, I don't know why you'd enjoy it, but yeah, if you made it all the way, please give this video a thumbs up. And guys, thank you so much. I see you watching my ads because I am getting paid now by YouTube. Please continue. Don't skip the ads. Please watch the ads. I'd really appreciate that. And have a great holiday. Bye.